Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
guys.
one more person missing. Okay, great. Are we all here? Are the audio sounds good? Are the levels fine?
I think so, at least for me.
Oh, you are very loud, sir. let me change you, or maybe not change.
Dim
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, if you could just like slightly turn down the volume on your mic, because you are very, very loud.
All right.
Oh, now it's better. Unless you didn't do anything yet. Then it's still the same.
I didn't do anything yet, but now I did.
Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to our weekly stream with weekly dev session. Today I am without Łukasz, but to substitute for Łukasz, we have two amazing developers with me today. If you could, guys, please introduce yourself. Let's start with my right. There is Szymon.
Hello, guys and girls. I think you all know me already because I have been there at least a couple of times. But if you don't, I'm Szymon or Simon. If you please, you can use the second pronunciation because it's easier. Because I know many people struggling with pronunciation of Szymon. I'm senior software developer or engineer at Callstack, working on tools like Rosa Knight and the upcoming Gray Native Harness. And yeah, that's it, I guess.
And you are a person who is much younger than he looks like, which is always, it always annoys me.
I'm still thinking about going to Turkey, to get the hair done.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, at some point I need to decide if I want to look like a 50 years old man in my 30s or just do something with that.
Well, once you start pretending, there is, nobody knows where's the end of pretending.
It was fun in the beginning of my 20s.
Oh,
Because it was always like, oh, you are so young. But now, when I'm approaching 30s, it's no longer that fun.
Yeah, because you start to look your age, basically.
More or
and
less.
My second guest, Artur, if you could also say a couple of words about yourself.
Absolutely. So welcome, everyone. I'm pretty new to the Callstack stream. I haven't been there yet, so it's a pleasure for me to be here in front of you. And I'm also a senior React Native developer at Callstack. You might have already known me from React Universe Conf, where I presented the Ultralight project, which is soon to be published, so stay tuned. So yes, also the cool stuff with React Native at Callstack.
Awesome. And this is actually your first stream. I thought you were participating some time ago also with other streams. So this is your first?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh, wow. Well done. I'm proud to have you on in this case.
Thank you very much. So that's the debut, right?
Yeah. Okay. So a small introduction from myself. what is this stream about? What we'll be doing? What's the plan for today? So, Artur, Szymon, please don't be scared about what we'll be doing on the stream and what's the flow of the stream, because as our listeners know, this is not a scripted show. This is not a completely, totally planned show. We have some tidbits that we want to hit on the show, but it's not prepared. We are going from the top of the dome, as they say. And the plan for today is to get acknowledged with the news and things that happened this past week in the world of React Native, of course, as every week. Discuss about that a bit, and then we have a special, I guess, surprise or a special thing on the agenda for listeners, because today we will be also discussing, guys, if you could help me out, is it Vega OS?
Yep, as far as I know.
Vega OS. And our Ryan is also here. Great to see you, Ryan. I was kind of like waiting for you before we start. So great to have you.
Ryan is always there.
Yes, that's why I was waiting.
As far as I remember. So
good to hear that the OG squad is here.
Yeah, but maybe just to get into the flow, because I'm not gonna lie, today was a busy AF day. I was running around trying to figure out how to set up widgets with Expo on Android. iOS went quite smooth, but setting it up with Android, it's a pain. It's like constantly something works weird. And even though I'm trying to use the newest and the best libraries, it was a painful experience. So just to know, like, slow down, get into the right mindset. Guys, what have you been working on this week? And what have you been, like, were there any big struggles you hit? We can now start from the opposite way. We can start with Artur.
All right. So this week, well, certainly I was experimenting with some things, but they weren't strictly React Native, part of them. So I probably won't concentrate on those. But yeah, other than that, I was doing a contribution that's still pending to React Native. So I was fighting with unit tests and integration tests for React Native on the CI, and finally succeeded. So this is close to completion now.
Oh, so you're
aiming, of course, but
so you're aiming at a perfect week, where it was like
everything
annoying.
is closed until Friday, right?
Yeah. Oh, I loved weeks like that, where you can just like close everything, push everything out, and start the weekend. Oh, the dream. And Szymon, what were your struggles for this week?
Staying concentrated, I would say. I mean, I had so much struggle with just keeping my mind on the thing I was working on. But in the end, I managed to add, I would say, 50 or 60 tests to React Native Harness. And the fun fact is that those tests are running with React Native Harness inside React Native Harness. So the tool is testing itself at the moment.
Could we actually start with, because to be completely honest, what is React Native Harness?
I'm not sure I mean, because Łukasz is going to give a talk about React Native Harness
okay.
on Saturday.
So let's not spoil
him.
I can a little bit, but I'm just curious if React Alicante is going to be live streamed. I guess not.
Well, if it's not going to be, then next week possibly there will be some also quite creative mix for the stream. So it might be also quite fun. So let's leave it for him in this case. And what do you say? We can jump into the news. So let me first switch up.
Or maybe I can just tell one thing I was working on that came to my mind. I was also doing Ultralight this week. So basically I was completing the, let's say, maintenance things before we can release it to NPM. So I was closing all the build issues, merging the Android branch to a single one. So yeah, also struggling with Android native builds. That was also something that was the primary topic of my week.
In that case, maybe after the stream, or actually more like tomorrow, maybe I can hit you up for some help, because
Absolutely, please go ahead.
I've been really dying over today trying to set this up. So, okay. So this week in React, best newsletter ever. This week's creator, Sebastian, as usual. Last week Sebastian popped up on the stream, which was very fun. Maybe I mean not like on the stream. It will be totally super fun, but for now he popped up in the comment section, so it was But guys, do you know what is the activity component? Did you hear about
More or
that?
less.
Well, I won't say anything because I already read this part, but
Oh,
my first guess was it's something related to a navigation thing.
not really.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, kind of, because currently, when you want to mount or unmount something, we use the value and end component, right? So activity allows to pass like in a similar way, but when the component is unmounted, it's not really unmounted, it's just hidden from the tree, so it's still rendered, and it lowers down in priority. So basically something like that we can do with images right now. We can lower the priority of fetching images on the web, but we couldn't lower the priority of rendering. And with activity, we can do that. And we can pre-render stuff, so it's quite fun. But we were talking about that last week. So maybe let's jump to newest stuff from React, which obviously, as we saw, has activity. useEffectEvent. I have no idea what's that. So always sees the latest props and state.
Mm-hmm. If you want, I can spoil this topic.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I must admit that I already looked inside some of the news. So basically, with the useEffectEvent, I think that's because usually you would, in case you would like to emit some, some state variable, call a callback, for instance, when some progress is happening during your effect. Then usually you would either add it to the dependency array, which is not always suitable, and also this would imply that the effect would basically be rerun when this value changes. So if you wouldn't want it to be placed on the dependency list, you would basically have to, just override the linter rule that this variable is missing from the list and just omit it here and simply call the function you want. And useEffectEvent allows you to let's say smoothly bypass this if you know what you're doing, and provide a way to invoke.
That's so cool. So basically, because I feel like this was the part of use effects that I was always missing, that sometimes I wanted to like run the function, but not not really rerun the whole effect after the function changes. So basically, this will allow me to create a function that will run with newest state, but without re-triggering entire effect. That's
more or less.
Yeah, that's at least what I understood from it. I must admit I haven't used it in practice yet, but sounds tempting.
Effect events should only be called from event effects and can be omitted in the dependency array. So it's basically like a mix of ref and callback.
Yep.
But ref is technically more safe, I guess, because refs you can use whatever you like, and with effects, event effects or effect events, whatever, you can only use them in useEffect. So the use case is a little bit more strict, let's say.
But also, I feel like refs are kind of easy to mess up, or like I often stay away from using refs because they kind of scare me. Because they're you have this one address, let's call it, one reference. But let's call it the reference. That's a dope name, actually. You have just one reference, and I feel like a couple of times I messed up the usage of those references, and I still that my library for shimmers is still pending one fix that Shimon asked me to do, but Shimon knows a lot more about refs, so maybe one day I will finally. I mean, I have it finalized. I just need to push it. Okay, next, cache signal. Returns a signal that triggers React cache lifetime is over when cache lifetime is over, letting you abort tasks in React server components.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I am very not familiar with React server components and the life cycle of that.
And the API doesn't seem to be targeted at users. It's more
Oh,
about
okay.
frameworks and let's say higher grade of tools or higher
Okay.
level tools.
More power to them. That's great. Wait, actually, let me move the mic a bit so I don't have to constantly switch it. Okay. Performance tracks helps you profile Chrome DevTools. Okay, so improvements to that. Pre-render and resume. Implement partial pre-rendering. You can now pre-render the static parts of your app at build time, then resume rendering to complete the dynamic parts. I thought we already had that in some capacity.
Yeah, but now what's the difference?
Partial
I guess the difference is that
pre-rendering.
Right now, before React 19.2, you would render your HTML, and then to resume it, you would need to load React, let it hydrate, and then ask for additional data. And I guess this API is meant to pre-render stuff and then start streaming as soon as the HTML is getting displayed or something like that.
So it's kind of like a situation, for instance, I would like to pre-render and get from my server data about the client, data about the user, which are very close, but I don't want the user to wait for data about some like external servers that might take a while.
I think it may work like Astro Server Islands, which is basically postpone some parts of the page because they can take some time to load. But after the main page loads, those small fragments will be loaded without any JavaScript.
Okay.
So it's probably the same. The outcome will be the same. The implementation details will be totally different, but in the end, we will end up with the same UX.
To be honest, it feels like these are quite nice changes.
Yeah, totally agree. The framework is getting more and more mature, I think.
So sorry that I laughed, but it's like, you know, I was basically working with React my whole career, and at this point, hearing that it's getting more mature, like one day, want to build a full-blown framework. I mean, it is. Okay, so that's the whole React section.
Yep.
Some news about Next.js improvements, bottlenecks. I'm sorry. React compiler
If you mix it with Next.js, then it's bottlenecks.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Bottlenecks. Makes sense. But actually, I wasn't aware that React compiler was not stable.
It was a release candidate, at least the last time I checked.
Yep.
That's terrifying. How do you even like approach testing such a huge library with you know, a thing that basically crawls on entire library?
Yeah, basically an optimizer, right?
Yeah.
Well, you need to provide so many fixtures that all the possible use cases will be covered by those fixtures, and then just run tests. It sounds simple. But gathering all those fixtures with all the edge cases, well, it's probably why we are still waiting for a stable release.
Did you ever? Sorry.
Yeah, I think React Forget, which was the original name, I guess, for the compiler, it all started 5 years ago, something like that.
It feels like it was quite a while when I heard the React compiler. But Have you any of you ever had issues with React compiler? Like, you added React compiler and then suddenly something crashed or something unexpected happened in any of your projects?
Not really, but I think that in my case, we were actually adding it only to a subset of screens. So basically, that was the recommended approach in the documentation. So
Oh,
only
okay.
add it where you think it's maybe helpful, it might bring some value, and this way you limit it only to a certain scope. So you reduce the probability of encountering some problems.
Yeah, makes
That's
sense.
probably the reasoning behind it.
Slapping it on entire code base sounds quite.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, React frameworks and server-side features beyond client-side rendering. So these are, if I remember correct, these are articles, right? Articles are marked with the scroll.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes sense.
Okay, so let's quickly go through the articles. Nuances. Okay, rendering behavior as it relates to children. I guess it's kind of connected to the activity. Like, sounds like very good moment for such an article. State management. This sounds interesting. Everything I hate about React, I really hate about JavaScript. Okay. I just wanted to quickly skim through those articles because I'm also preparing a huge backlog of articles to read for myself. Maybe something interesting to add. By the way, I have one beef. Did you ever? Because let me present you with a use case. When I travel somewhere on a plane, I usually try to spend that time as productive as I can. But one thing that I hated, I was unable to basically make the documentation of React available offline through a browser. Did you ever find out a way to cache or download or do anything like that with, a web, I'm lacking words, a site, a website? I never found a solution to that, and it was also always so annoying because I really wanted to, just skim through the documentation. 3-hour flight sounds like a perfect amount of time to read through entire documentation, and I was unable to do that because you can preload maybe one page and then everything would crash. So, did you ever?
I think that is infeasible to just open them one by one, But I know that there are tools that are basically scrapers that you can use, and they will recursively open the links. They will construct a graph and omit cycles, etc. And they allow you to download this. I'm not sure if it was HTML or they were converting this to PDF. I think there were a couple options available. So that probably is one option. I'm pretty sure you would be able to find those on Google. And the second approach is, that's something I just have in mind right now. Maybe you can just download the docs source and build them manually or something like this.
Oh, like that. Okay.
I think they should be available.
I wanted to achieve them from my phone. That's the more complex part. Ryan says that he used devdoc.io before, but he doesn't know if it's still maintained. So, maybe just throwing out golden ideas for y'all to capitalize on them and make applications that will gain you money. Unless it kind of can it actually damage in any way, any law related to privacy laws, something like that? Because it will basically mean that I'm downloading something and then keeping it on user.
No idea.
Don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
But I think that if the docs are available in source code form, then you can probably pull them and use them just as right now you're browsing a web page.
Okay.
I think it should be good enough.
Okay. Skimming through activity, then of course about a lot about activity, storybook, going ESM only. Astro, Stylex, Conform, Docusaurus. Okay, a lot of smaller updates. Just quick skim through the React State Manager. What you actually need. Will there be anything above Jotai and Zustand and React Query?
I think it's more about
How to use
not
that?
libraries, but use cases like remote state, URL state, local state.
Oh,
And each
okay.
have different, let's say, problems, I guess, to solve. With URL, you need to synchronize query parameters, for example. With JavaScript representation, you need to always update them accordingly. You need to parse them accordingly, and so on, so on, so on. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm bookmarking that to read. This sounds like an interesting read. And everything I hate about React, I really hate about JavaScript. What can it be about?
So what's the problem?
Well, there's just equality. Okay. So I guess it's just article with all of the small annoyances with JavaScript, and there are quite a bit of
I see.
annoyances. But a great way to learn something is to learn about its downsides. So
yeah, and with every benefit, you also have the other side of the medal, right? So
yeah,
downsides.
I feel like
things, misleading things.
some time ago, I bet you've seen that at least once. Those like GIFs with the worst UI you could possibly come up with. I feel like this is a great exercise because once you come up with the why, something the worst, you can learn from understanding. Okay, so why actually it's the worst, and then by reversing that knowledge, you can figure out how to make a great UI. So yeah, sorry, just as I said, triggering on all wires.
Yeah, but good thoughts. Counter example is a good example, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to React Native, and oh wow, look at that. Amazon Vega OS powered by React Native. Amazon announced a Linux-based operating system with React Native built in, set to power new devices from small Fire TV to on-device AI processing device like Echo Show. Amazon already uses React Native heavily, and it's great to see it doubling down. You can already use Storybook with Vega. And ladies and gentlemen, today we will be spending quite a bit of time with Vega OS. I have two of the specialists with me here today, and we'll be not just talking about it, we'll be most probably also like setting it up, right? Playing around with that, checking out the capabilities.
So much of confidence in your words.
We were secretly counting on you as the specialist who would back us, Kevin.
Yeah, sorry.
You know how it is with like fresh platforms.
Yeah,
it's not easy to set them up sometimes. I guess it would be better with Vega OS because I already did that and it was quite straightforward. There was only one command and then my terminal was doing things for 30 minutes, I guess. And I'm a little bit worried about what exactly happened under the hood. But let's assume nothing bad happened.
You know what? Honestly, I have never learned anything from a demo that went great. And also looks like bad demos are kind of trending right now.
I'm curious I'm curious if Łukasz is listening to this because he is doing live demo tomorrow during his talk. Even two live demos.
Yeah, so. But isn't that calming actually? Breaking demos and failing on live demos is what the cool kids do now. I mean, so many fails with like AI related. Oh, I forgot to turn off those. Yay.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah, it's better and better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about Vega later. Preview of direct iOS app API access from, okay. So these are tweets. Preview of Voltra, iOS extension targets made easy. See, that's my another beef. Every plugin for Expo and EAS I found, everyone is bragging, oh, we have a great plugin for widgets, we have great plugin for this and that, and then with smaller letters, just for iOS. I understand now why, because I spent some time with Android this week, but still it annoys the hell out of me.
I think it's because apps on iOS just sell better, I guess. I'm not sure if it's still valid, but I remember some statistics saying that iOS users are more willing to buy your product when compared to Android users. So maybe that's why everyone is targeting iOS as a, let's say, first-class citizen, and then adding Android at some point.
Well, I
wouldn't discard Android that fast.
Yeah, that's because, also, hello, Anisha. Good to have you here. That's the same argument that my other dev friends said today, that basically iOS pays, right? But, as a tool maker, I feel like it's not a good way to discourage people from creating apps for Android. Maybe, just maybe, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that everyone. Whoa, what happened? That everything goes into iOS because there are less and less tools to write something good for Android. And as I checked out, Android still has quite a huge chunk of market, like over 66% in Europe.
That's true.
That makes sense. And, tech-wise, I don't quite see the point because you have all the tools that are here. You have Jetpack Compose that allows you to, do this, let's say, smooth, nice-looking code that allows you to create UIs. And it also has some notion of the mechanics of React because some of the APIs are pretty similar. So yeah, probably it's a matter of choice of the developer. I can't say dominant, but
I mean more like because of course you have tools from the platform like Android tools, you have tools from the platform like Swift and iOS tools, but you don't really have too many tools to integrate those two technologies under the umbrella of React Native. I feel like I feel like Android became this Internet Explorer of mobile development. Everyone tries everything on Mozilla, and
it's not that bad.
No, of course it's not that bad, but I feel like currently the Internet Explorer of web development is Safari.
Yeah.
With the Safari thing, I would agree. There are multiple APIs that are missing, that are bugged, that's not addressed. Yeah, but which tools exactly, Kevin, do you miss from Android? So let's say
it's
you
not like
can give some examples of the tools you have for iOS that you
It's not like I missed, when I was working with those widgets this week. Most of the tutorials I found and most of the posts I found were mainly about iOS. And when I was trying to work with this widget on Android, I found that it's not only the problem of how to build it, how to package it, how to deploy it. It's also an issue with how to work on it, how to develop it, because every tool was building the widget, and then voila, like you cannot open that in Android Studio. You don't have all of those, linking and everything that you can work with, because when you're opening the project from Expo in Android Studio, you're opening the build. And you can, like, I kind of tried to do a plugin where instead of copying the files, I would be making symbolic links. So when I would edit something in Android Studio, it would also edit in my folder location with the widget, and it was working. But then I hit an issue with how to register a new module for Android.
If you create something.
Yeah, and like it's constant back and forth where I have a whole design and how I want it to look, but then I have like a problem after problem. So
But you're using Expo components, or what exactly were you using? Or was this, something you created from scratch as a turbo module?
I'm trying to do a mix of everything. Like I'm of a mindset: first make it work, then make it beautiful. Or for Polish listeners, najpierw jakość, potem jakość. I really love that sentence from my previous work, but yeah, it's kind of like that.
Interesting, because the tooling should be there, so it's probably a matter of setup. So
I'm gonna totally
should be corrected most
I'm
likely.
gonna totally call you tomorrow, so you could help me debug the stuff, because
Sure, we can try.
Oh, it was awful. Okay, we have native wind. Wait, native wind? Oh yeah, native wind. Okay. So it's a new pre-release. I have no idea what changed in native wind. But and they don't look like they're sharing here.
Yeah, there's no changelog, at least not on this page.
Yeah. Maybe maybe you can check a changelog in a second.
There is a section migrate from v4, so maybe something will be there. To the left on the bottom. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so they went on the presets. I mean, but that's just the config, right? I was really wondering about what changed in terms of.
Yeah, there are breaking changes in the index to the right, but yeah, they are probably technical, not feature.
Yeah. This would be a great thing for library creators if they could just have this worked like that, now it works like this, and I don't mean the patch notes, but more like key features. Yes, but it's still not in comparison to the previous version. Okay, sorry. Let's not get too stuck on that. There is the Voltra for widgets.
Will be Voltra, because
will
it's
be.
still not. Yeah, it's. The tweet only included some pre-recorded demos, so technically we don't even know if it really works.
Oh, okay. I can confirm that a library from Evan Bacon works. The Apple targets. I used that. It worked. It was actually really nice and easy to set up and to work with. So yeah, a small shout out. But continuing, Expo EAS, scheduled cron jobs. Okay. Masters reinventing mobile test automation, building beautiful components faster with Storybook and Expo. Swift that from what? Porklets links. Okay. So looks like honestly the biggest news this week is the Vega OS.
And now it's time to start building, because we have around hour and 20 minutes left.
Oh yeah, I thought it's enough time.
How much time do you have left?
It's like, we have no upper limit.
So we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see.
Mention the number, and I was
because I received my copy of Ghost of Yotei. So
nice.
I really want to finish on time to have some time to play it.
Okay. Yeah, recently I've been playing the quite old now Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Pretty cool. Like Odyssey didn't hit out with me at all. Valhalla was quite nice. Okay, so thank you a lot for the newsletter. Maybe before we switch with the screen sharing and we start play and we oh my god, sorry, I switched up with the languages. Before we start playing with Vega, let's go into more developer-y mood with the Bytes Dev quiz. And I always fail to find it. I'm unable to find it. Why?
I
What?
can send you the link because
Please
I'm
do.
subscribing to it. So
For some reason, I always fail to quickly find it.
you need to occupy some time in the meantime.
But if I knew that, I could just look for it. We can go
I
and
thought I have it on my Gmail account, but I guess it's not. It's not on my
Vega
Gmail, but
OS.
iCloud.
Yes, we will be talking about Vega OS.
Fun fact: the name reminds me of the AI in Doom series. If you played the recent Doom games, Doom Eternal, and yeah, I think those two, there was an AI called Vega, which was basically an assistant for the main character.
I need to spend some time with the Doom. I didn't play Doom in a long time.
It's
so
fun.
Vega is on top of Linux, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And on top of Vega, there is React Native.
I have the link if you still want it.
Yes, I do. Just wanted to do a small...
So in private chat.
Be aware you have a typo in React Native.
Not Viv Native. React Native, Vega OS, and Linux. And this is created for smaller devices, right? Like Fire TV.
I would say for now.
For now.
And yeah, I guess it may change in the future.
Okay. Quick here. Okay, nice. So for now it's for Fire TV, but what are the biggest... I mean, if you feel comfortable talking about that from the head, it's great. If not, then we can just start with small docs or something like that.
Yeah, same for me. We can try browsing and then exchange the thoughts.
Yeah,
unless Shimon is already prepared and you want us to
maybe not prepared, but I think I heard somewhere that if you build React Native application for Vega, you don't ship React Native because it's automatically linked with the React Native binaries stored in the operating system. I'm not sure if you are to have any you have any details about that, or you know anything about that.
Just for your knowledge, I'm a completely blank slate. I learned that there is a thing like Vega OS yesterday, I think, or 3 days ago. So I will be a nice representation of the audience, and I mean, don't want to insult the audience, but okay. Let's start with a small quiz before we dig into the code. Of course, not to I know it's fun, but I'm also doing that so you guys will have time to set up the screen share in the background. That's the magic of streaming.
I'm not the one coding today, so I'm refusing this role today. So we end up in a clear situation when Arthur needs to prepare
answer this question. You mean
prepare his local coding environment for
I
Vega.
See. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we know what is the issue here? We have a function, some arguments. We start with let sum 0, and then for each arg, we are incrementing the sum and returning the sum.
I never used arguments, to be honest. I mean,
for some reason, I feel like this will be problematic because of if we are not spreading the Wait,
I
arguments.
can
Right
answer,
back.
but I don't want to break your fun.
Okay. So first of all, let me open up the console and let's.
Just execute it.
No. I don't want to execute it because we can access the arguments like that, right?
I think not.
That's what I was thinking as well. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Mm-hmm. And I
Because
didn't take the quiz yet, so I assume in the end we will be able to preview the correct answer, right?
yeah.
Usually it's
Great.
like this. I'm not sure if they're. I mean,
Yeah, they will be. They will not be there, I think.
Yeah, they are
Oh,
there.
they are there
interesting.
because
Surprise.
yeah, arguments is something coming from the like old JavaScript. I think it
Okay.
doesn't work in strict mode because of
Oh
that.
yeah, that's probably why I forgot about this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
and
Okay.
Okay, so it's iterable because it has the iterator symbol.
Yes, but
it doesn't have for each.
It doesn't.
Because it's yeah,
So
it's inherit.
So you think it will fail on for each?
Yep, that's my my take on it.
Yeah, so maybe an array from is needed.
Array from or simple for each, because for each will use iterator interface.
Okay, so is that your guess?
Yep.
That the bug here is that arguments do not have for each, so there is no way to actually iterate like that over this. And let's go check.
Yep, that's the issue.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you can also
you can
like
spread
that.
them and explicitly use a
Yeah, and
that was my basic approach from the very beginning. Yeah.
Or array from. Yes, you are correct. And JavaScript arguments is not an array; it is an array-like object. Okay, great. And now in more developer-y mood, from Chris, we got the SDK ships within OS, and all apps on the device can utilize it.
Yeah,
And
I found this link like 5 minutes ago, and I shared it in our private channel, private chat. So yeah, this is probably where I read about it. So you can open the link if you go to private chat, you will find it there.
Found it. Okay,
yeah,
so
because it's basically describing the whole.
Whoa. Oh no.
What?
There is no dark theme.
Sorry, you need to somehow.
My eyes already hurt. Oh.
It is what it is. No.
Get started with Vega. So
I wanted to talk a little bit about the ecosystem or the environment of the device, but
go ahead.
Then you need to go back, because if you scroll down a little bit, you will see that those bullet points. So
those, okay.
I think so, yeah. So React Native is delivered by the operating system. So you don't need to technically attach any binaries of React Native to your app. So you end up in a situation when your app is slim, because it mostly includes native modules plus JavaScript bundle. And I guess, yeah, they say it will speed up the app start time. I guess it may happen. I'm not sure. I'm not that native to be able to answer this.
Definitely it will lower the bundle size, right? You won't have to ship it all. So if the user has a low-end device, then certainly they will have limited disk space available. So in such case, this definitely is a huge benefit for users.
I just wonder if it means that we cannot ship newer React Native with our app.
Oh.
Or maybe the updates, within the system.
Yeah, but then all the apps will switch, which is also not necessarily.
Maybe maybe they have like a bunch of versions
Oh,
pre-deployed.
right. Okay. So the
Yeah.
app can declare which React Native version it wants to use. Yeah,
It
that's
might
clever.
be similar. Mhm.
True.
Okay, so we have core features available, playback, of course, control media,
And
reuse.
it's conforming to W3C. So yeah, if you basically did something on the web, then you should already be familiar
Okay,
with the way they do it. Mhm.
they have translations, splash screens, focus managers, and app state. So basically, nice tool set. Support for headless React Native process to run short-lived tasks and services. So I would say, is it something like web workers?
Well, it's kind of you basically in this concept you spawn another thread that has the interpreter, has some only the basic modules that React Native requires to the native modules, I mean, that React Native requires to run, and you can do something in the background. Let's suppose you, for instance, want to, I don't know, download a task on Android in the background. You can do this with headless thread, or for instance, listening to. I think that this is one of the most common use cases, listening for notifications or for messages over FCM.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have a bunch of developer tools. VS Code. So VS Code is the IDE of choice, I assume. CLI,
Yeah.
virtual. You have the virtual device prepared as well.
Nice. So you have the emulator on board.
No, I asked. That was a question. Do you have emulators prepared?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay, great. CLI to run on the simulator and the command line tool to install and run apps on Vega supported devices. Okay, we have community tools version. Oh, maybe that's the RNV currently supports RN72 with the new architecture and will support RN76 in the future release. Vega OS is designed to ensure apps remain compatible with future versions and libraries. And there is a versioning for wait.
And I guess at some point you will see something like React Native version.
Yeah, so I think this is the utility to configure the, let's say, the boilerplate of the app. And
Okay.
I noticed that the very above this section that there are a bunch of tools that are actually bundled. So we all know them, right? Flashlight, for instance, we know it well.
Appium,
yeah.
Okay. Proxy, React Dev Tools. Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
one day there will be instead of React Dev Tools, there will be Rosenite.
It's not really tied to operating systems. I guess it should work just fine, like out of the box.
Okay.
So I suggest we split into two paths. So on stage one, me and Kevin will be, doing some fun stuff with it, and on the second track, you will integrate Rosenite in 5 minutes.
So prepare for that. Okay, Artur. Are you ready for the screen share?
I think so.
Are you sharing entire screen or just
the entire one? Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I can see that you are sharing the main screen with.
Okay, yeah, I think I should remain on sharing the whole screen because we also have the emulator, etc. So there will be multiple windows.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am switching to your screen share. Are you ready?
All right. I think I'm ready.
Hide everything. You should hide.
I did it. Yeah. All right. So I think we can, let's say, get running. So let's probably start with the docs, right? This could be a good starting point for us. So this is the landing page of the Vega OS. And what do you guys think? Because I'm counting also on your input to the stream. What do you think we should start with? Maybe let's browse through the install. We of course won't do this live.
There's sorry for the interruption, because there's one thing people need to know. Because I stumbled upon it and I was I was having troubles with installing SDK. So if you go to this, I think this is the page. If you scroll down, you will see something like you need this. Oh, this is the part.
Mhm.
Required dependencies. You need to install dependencies. Yada yada yada. You need to copy the command, install it, and then if you scroll down a bit, you now see those three options: select your operating system, select SDK, and copy. If you are signed out, if you are not signed in, you will not see
Yeah,
those
you won't
three.
see that.
Yeah, and it's not clear because you start with point number 4. 1, 2, 3 are missing. So to see them, you need to be signed in. And when you are signing in, they're asking for certain details. They are kind of asking you for your ID, but you don't need to do that. You can click
Yeah,
escape.
it's probably for
Yeah.
publishing, as far as I read.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah,
you are
yeah.
planning to publish it to the store, then likely you want it.
Now I checked it just to confirm. Now there is a huge red sign, want to install Vega SDK? Make sure you are signed in to developer portal. If you don't have an account, create one here.
But
This would be enough for me.
Is it still showing number 4 beneath it, or?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's good enough for me. I mean, we are
I didn't
developers, right? So
expect to
when we
not
see the red
see.
sign, I think we know what's going on.
Yeah, but I didn't expect to not see like download instructions because I'm not signed in. I was like, okay, I need to be signed in to publish the app, but I wasn't aware that I need to be signed in to download the stuff.
I see. You know, it's an early release, I think, so maybe that's why. But
Yeah,
anyway,
no
I
problem.
think it looked good enough for me. Okay, so maybe let's go from the top. So before we need the prerequisites. So we need at least 20 gigabytes for the virtual device tooling to install. The supported systems are Mac OS 10.15 and up, and Ubuntu
And
16
no
and
Windows.
up. No
Windows.
Windows
Oh.
and Windows subsystem for Linux, which I really love, are not supported or tested. Okay, well,
That's interesting.
It is what it is.
yeah. You know, we can always do a follow-up stream to try. No, just joking. Okay,
If you will find a Windows somewhere.
I have my PC down there with Windows. So
yeah, me too.
I haven't used it for 2 years. Year. I was
Wow.
supposed to sell it, but for some reason I didn't.
Yeah,
some reason.
I was too lazy, I guess. Well, let's change topic.
or maybe you want, to keep it as,
for the games.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have PS5. I don't need PC anymore, and I love being able to just sit in front of my TV, grab the controller, and be able to play like without any delay. Like this is the thing for mature people. When you have only 30 minutes and you just sit down and play, and that's it. You don't need to install updates, run Steam, and
This actually shows that you are still young, because now I'm at age where I have fun that I bought a new vacuum, and this one has like the light that lights up the floor, so I see everything that it sucks in, and I have so much fun vacuuming my apartment.
This is, I have the same. But the problem is that I clean up one room, go to another, go back, and I see with this light that the floor is still dirty.
I have 2 cats, and they mess up.
Everything goes into the air, and then after some time, it basically goes down on the floor. So you can...
Okay, guys, quick question: do we have a project set up already?
Yeah.
So how can our viewers set up a project?
All right, so let's skip that. So first, after we get the dependencies, install the prerequisites, we can install the SDK.
But overall, we just start with casual create React app?
No, I think not. There's a section we can move to it, but I think it's not that simple. Here is the for beginners section, build a hello world app. So
yeah, it looks
I think that after we install it and it's successful, we can move on to here. So we need the SDK, we already have it. We need to open Visual Studio Code and select the Vega extension. So let's try. And we do have it here. I will probably zoom up a bit. So we have
under note for cursor users, Vega Studio doesn't work by default with cursor.
Oh.
It's possible to hack it and make it work, because I did, but it's not that straightforward.
Why? I mean, it's
Why?
built on top of VS Code.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
Mhm.
sure why. I mean,
Okay.
the conflict I stumbled upon was that some extensions marked as dependencies are different in Cursor and VS Code. Those dependencies are about C++ support.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
I'm not sure about the reasoning why Cursor uses some different set of tools than VS Code, but this is a thing.
Interesting. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
that there are separate ones. Okay, so basically we do have it here. And yeah, we can start by creating a new Vega project in the project section. So I think we can start by doing that. Let's see.
And you just opened like a
Yeah,
fresh.
it's a blank Visual Studio Code instance, nothing done. I didn't
Okay.
even have to download the extension after I installed the SDK. It was already there, so probably
Okay.
it invokes code from the CLI. Pretty nice. And we have the ideal turbo module, basic turbo module, and hello world. So I think we'll go with the first one for now. But good, they also have starters for turbo modules. So let's try doing that, and let's see. I don't know. Let's call it tests. Let's see. We can call it test projects. How do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Hello
Okay,
world,
and we
as
need to
always.
pick a name. Let's do Callstack stream test.
Okay, so we have the same pattern for bundle IDs or whatever the name is for them.
Let's try
Vega OS.
that. And I do trust the authors. Okay, and we have info that it succeeded. So I think we are ready. And to build React Native for Kepler app, run npm install and build Kepler. Okay, so I think we can do it. Let's try.
So does this tool set have also something like, watcher or stuff like that?
You mean the bundler?
Hot reload, stuff like this.
Oh, we'll have to see. I think the bundler should do it, right?
Yep.
Let's try. And in the meantime, I will, skip. I assume this will also launch the emulator, but if we are curious by the time this completes, we can just try running it and see if it works.
Yeah.
You have even the fake TV remote.
Yeah, you have a remote. That's pretty nice. The controls resemble the Android emulator. That's also familiar
Yeah,
for
because
us.
it's probably Camo. It's the
And
same
you have
backend.
special effects, as you can may or may not hear. There was some pretty nice music. Okay, so
Maciej said, got a TV challenge for you. Try writing an EPG with 2D virtualization. And I need to quickly check what is the EPG.
It's the TV guide that you used to see all the timeline.
So you need to go horizontally to the right. I mean, you can go horizontally to the right and vertically to new channels. So you need virtualization for both axes. You know what I mean.
XI.
Because axis is the single and the plural is xi.
No, I'm joking. That's like with octopus and octopi.
All right.
Tomato.
So coming back, I think we can move on to the next step. So let's just build and run it, right? So here it says that we can use the extension to select the build mode, the variants, and hit play or build. So we already pre-built this from the CLI, I think. So I assume we can just try running that one. Let's see.
One more news from Maciej. He said, I tried writing it in JS and failed. Jetpack Compose with Expo modules came in clutch. So sounds like a fun challenge. As I said, we can learn the most by failing at something. So what's the best way to find out what are the limits and failing?
Mean, we could try, but I don't know if we have the time capacity today because, I think writing an EPG could be a bit extensive, right?
Yeah.
Because you would have multiple lanes vertically because this would be the channels and then multiple columns. So this brings in a lot of performance problems that you have to optimize for. All right, and in the meantime, the app launched, so we can see it. It looks pretty nice. We can click on it directly on the screen and see if we can use the D-pad, and we do. Yeah, it works pretty slick as well. And we can come back to the screen. So probably answering your question, we do have live reload apparently, and we can just come back and see the changes. Let's try it. So let's go to SRC app, and
So I guess I can. It should be simple to add.
Yeah, why not?
To React Native harness, because basically we're using a lot of stuff from React Native for Android and iOS. Metro is here. Emulator is like similar.
Yeah.
The question is if CLI is similar to the ADB. If so, then
we can try. And yeah, the experience is pretty much pure React Native, right? We have all the things you would need. It's hot reloaded. We do have it still interactive. Works
So
like
if that's that's React Native, what libraries do we have available here? Let's say I don't know, 3JS or what's the name of the canvas library?
Skia, you mean?
Yeah, Skia, for instance.
Let's see. We should probably look somewhere here to see the libraries that are available. I've seen this section somewhere.
Yeah, there is.
Otherwise, we can just search for it. Let's try.
Where was it?
So, are there any limits or checks to help developers not use unsupported libraries?
Let's read first. All right, so we have a listing of libraries. It was present on the landing page, and there's an index. So we have React Native community libraries. We have Fast Image, MMKV, NetInfo, React Navigation, of course.
Okay.
Vega OS, React Navigation, Shopify, React Native Performance. We have Expo.
Yeah, there are so many of them.
Why do we have Expo libraries here?
Because why not?
I mean, do they just work out of the box with normally set up React Native project?
Yeah, you are able to use some of the Expo module at least with bare metal React Native projects.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, you can install.
It's possible. You don't need to use full Expo.
Yep. There are people using it in practice because I remember certain cases of issues happening with Rosanite because of this rather unusual setup. At least for me, rather unusual, but in practice, pretty common.
Okay, and I see there's a whole lot of those. We have SVG, we have Lottie.
But there's one catch. If you click on one of them, I guess it will redirect you to some internal. If you go down to installation, is it? Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
I see it's namespaced to Amazon devices, so all of them
totally makes sense.
Seem to be basically forks.
Okay.
So at some point, we will probably end up in the situation when all the necessary changes will be backported to original repositories as part of the official Vega support. But right now, we need to consult the list, see which version you can use, which version is present in this Amazon devices scope, and then install it.
Okay. Oh yes, you can see two, for instance, here. You have 2.7.
I guess this might kind of explain, because Maciej wrote, Fast Image here is surprising as it hasn't been maintained for years. And I feel like this kind of explains why it's here, because it's a slight adjusted for inflation.
Or maybe the whole development cycle for the whole Vega system.
Maybe some of the bugs that are present in the upstream are fixed here. Who knows?
Most likely.
Okay, so what I see there is a flash list from Shopify. Is there a legend list somewhere?
Let's see legends. But I don't know if legend wasn't.
Could we stop for a little bit on this part, because there's a part saying that this is a system deployed library and is available to React Native for Vega apps without a separate installation process.
Oh, nice. This sounds really good.
So Vega is shipped with React Native libraries, so you don't really include them in your apps.
Mm-hmm.
They're linked dynamically at runtime.
That's good.
It
That's
makes sense.
aggressive optimization. You will have
Yeah.
very lightweight bundles.
So wait, so I guess that updates on Vega OS might be quite heavy.
Not really, because you would distribute those either way, right? If you're writing let's say, an app for Android TV OS, then Android TV, so then you would ship them either way. But if you install two apps that use these libraries, you would have two copies, and now you would have one, judging from.
Dominique said Legend List has no native part.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's JS only. So in this case, probably it should work out of the box, unless they are doing something very specific, right?
Okay.
That's what I wanted to say.
So,
all
are
good.
there any like weird or crazy libraries that are surprising to be here? Anything jumps out?
Cookies, async storage, that's standard. I think that's pretty helpful. You have TV Focus guide. Let's take a look.
This is one of the bundled also, right? They mentioned that in the.
That's probably pretty important, right? You need to somehow handle.
Oh, so this is for okay.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah,
so
something different from touchscreens.
So my suggestion. What do you say? We play around with that to use the TV guide, to use some layouts. Yeah. Let's implement TicTacToe.
All right. Let's try.
Because it sounds like it's a best option for a thing like that.
Why not? Okay, so let's try it. So the first thing is we can use emojis, right, for the ticks and knots and crosses. So let's reorganize this one. So the background can even stay. It will be pretty nice. And we have hello world, test content, etc. Let's reorganize that. So here we will have TicTac. So do you think we are doing some React navigation as well for multiple screens, or are we doing this?
Let's start with just that.
Okay.
Later, maybe we'll implement something like a different game on a different screen.
All good. Okay.
With no AI, it sounds so barbaric.
Yes, this is a craft code.
Craft code. I like it. Okay.
If I ever start a company, I will name it like this. And the heading will be okay, I'm not good at thinking it's like on the spot, but something about
I was coding before it was cool.
It must be something like
I was vibe coding. I was vibe coding before AI. That sounds kind of powerful.
Sounds pretty good. Okay, are we doing basic, or do you want, for instance, I don't know, Zustand or something like this?
You know what? Yes, add Zustand.
Okay, let's go with it. Okay, so we have an error because I messed the code up. That's pretty natural. All right.
Oh wow! Actually, the fast reload is actually a fast reload.
Yeah, it is fast. It is fast. We can even try comparing, side to side or something. But it is fast indeed. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh wow! Wow. Okay.
Pretty smooth.
That's
as you would expect from a decent Linux-based OS, right? Okay, so let's try bringing Zustand. So let's go. Oh, I also typed it with a typo. Okay, so let's hit it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the landing page is also. I love it. Okay, so let's go. We first do npm install Zustand and -- save.
You have a very proper pronunciation of Zustand.
Oh yes. Okay, and let's.
We were joking about it like a couple of months ago on a live stream. I think it was after React Advanced London, because there we had this conversation that we are not pronouncing Zustand or Justent or whatever the pronunciation is correctly.
See, I don't have that much experience with Zustand because I was usually using Jotai. But now,
Zustand.
but I really enjoy Zustand now because I see you can also create all of the functions to modify the state. That's super cool.
Yeah, you can have mutators here.
That's
pretty
super cool.
And what's also nice, I don't know if you've experimented with that, Zustand has an integration with Immer, so you can use immutable data structures.
Oh, okay.
And
Maciej said EPG is built right into the OS.
yeah, there probably will be a library for that. Okay, so let's go, one thing at a time. So let's start with having the map. I don't know if we are doing something, extraordinary here, or we will just initialize it with a list. What do you think?
Lists, just simple lists.
Yeah, let's do simple lists. Okay, so what will we have here? We will have a method set entity or something like this. That will take xy and entity, which should be of some type entity, and an entity will probably be either x, either a cross or a not.
Or wait, you are really not using any AI? No, you are using AI.
Yeah, I'm doing some completion. I can disable it if you don't.
No. That's dope. I'm just excited to see somebody type so fast. I like it.
I haven't accepted a suggestion yet. It's only it's proposing some things, but
So you are forcing the craftiness of the code.
Yes, absolutely. It must be crafts. I will not, not use it now. Okay, so we can do something here. So let's say we have the state, and we will want to actually modify the map. So we'll first have to copy it. It's correct here. It will be a 2D array, so I think we should probably do a deep copy. Then we can reassign it the given cell, and then we can store this in the new state. So let's correct this one. So we have state.map, and
I really love that you started with writing logic, because I would start with the UI.
The UI, you mean?
Yeah. Because I'm a silly goose like that. I like to see how things work before I create them. But that's
why you are a front-end engineer.
Yes, I'm just a silly sausage.
Okay, I think we are good here. And what do we need? We also want a method to clear the map. So yeah, I think we can just.
You are implementing the entire game. Okay.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's one line of code. We may or may not use it. Yeah, and what else? I think that's it. So we have set entity, we clear. This should be fine for now, at least for visualization purposes. And now we can use. It was a hook, right? I think so.
Yep. No. It's not a hook.
Was it not? Use non store.
Yeah. Okay, it is. Because maybe there's Zustand slash. I think there's some other export which doesn't produce hook.
Yeah, it's possible to use it, in vanilla JS. I think, definitely. Okay, we have map, we have set entity. So let's try actually rendering something. So this one is probably obsolete for us. We can do it here. So we can do map, and we go with row and row index. And here we will map every row to a set of views, right? So we need to do row map cell index, and we can map it to text, I think, for now. This will be pretty simple. Let's do something like this.
You can try putting
and of course the indices is what we are missing.
You can try putting some kind of some emoji, for example. I'm just curious if the operating system is supporting them.
Let's do it.
And how do they look?
Emojis,
because they look differently on each device.
Maybe I will do render cell, and we can do some utils Oh yeah, the name entity is actually a bit unfortunate. I could have named it cell. Let's see. Oh, cell. Okay. And this will return a string for now. So yeah, we can switch it, I think. And yeah, let's accept this one, but we want emojis, right? So
Oh, we have emojis here.
Sometimes doesn't work. I have no idea why, but sometimes you press it and it just doesn't appear. So I will probably help myself with this. Oh yeah. All right, and also tick. Oh, I want this one.
Wait, what? Tick?
Yeah, check mark. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I don't know why I used that. It's probably
because
the feedback you can get. Yeah,
because
okay,
you focus on TicTacToe.
Since it was a green tick, I will use the green circle then. Okay. You caught me here. All right, so we have it, and let's go with just the cell. Yeah, we have some unused variables, but it should be fine. And we didn't generate a map yet, so let's initialize it with something something that makes sense. And yeah, we can probably just fill them with nulls. That's correct, because we don't use undefined. And we will, yeah, that's correct. We also want each row, it will be a 3x3 square map. We want to fill each row with 3 nulls as well. Let's see. Okay, now it's here, but we don't see it. So let's add some styling to it. So we have TTT container. Each row should probably also remain in a view, by the way. So that's my fault. Let's correct it. And it should have a key that should say row index. And this way we can only use cell index here. And I have a syntactic error somewhere.
These are my favorite. I love counting those.
Double brace here. Okay. Let's do it. So we have styles row. We have TTT. I will use the same, let's say the same notion, the same concept. So we should display them in a row. That's for sure.
I just realized that in a minute we will need to tackle
navigation.
the navigation. Yeah, because there's no touching. Which is great, because I never did that before.
Yeah.
never had.
That's why I figured out that it will be actually fun to implement TicTacToe, because you will have interactions, 2D elements, nice display. So we should cover all of the basics.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, so let's see what's wrong here. And it's somewhere out of bounds. So I think that we may be able to spin up maybe Chrome DevTools for that. How do you think?
Oh, do you really need that?
Unless, yeah, I wanted to just, see if we can use React DevTools, for instance.
Okay.
Let's try it. It doesn't show up here, but yeah, does it or does not? Debugging React Native.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's JS inspector. It's probably just connecting to Hermes.
Yeah. That's it. But at least we have the logs. Let's try it out, by the way. Yeah, it is. It's working. So that's pretty cool. All right. So let's see if we can do React DevTools. All right.
Yep, you need to reload.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see where we have the bundler. Yeah, we don't have the bundler here. We would probably have to start manually.
Or you can try using Command plus R on the emulator. Maybe they support that. Nope.
No, not really. So
there's no shaking. So I guess
there's no shaking. We have to start the bundle. All right. So let's. Do you think we want to spend time on that? We would have to stop the bundler that's built into the extension and start a new one manually.
Nah.
Yeah. Let's just skip it then. All right. So let's do old good debugging by background color then.
Dominic asked which extension is that. I believe this is the Vega extension that is mentioned in the docs, right?
The extension for, yeah, that's part of the SDK. I just clicked here.
Yeah.
So it seems to be built in, which is pretty cool. It says the process name, the states, and you have all the things you would normally have in React Native. Okay, let's see. We have the padding. It's way better now, but still not good enough. And let's see the TTT container. It's here. All right, let's do some margin to the right, I think. Yeah, that's pretty decent now.
Yeah.
And we'll do some padding for the rows. I think only, yeah, vertically or not?
Yeah.
Not really. Maybe
Yeah,
just height. I think they should actually touch each other.
Just make the 100 by 100
yeah,
height
why not?
width.
So maybe then not the rows, but just the cells. There.
Yeah.
TTT cell.
This will work. Yeah, in the meantime, what to talk about in the meantime?
All right, and we do have something here. Let's just get the border here as well. I should probably create a separate
nice.
style.
Now we have a proper TicTacToe setup.
Not ready yet, but it's pretty proper. I think we should just...
We're getting close.
Yeah, remove other borders.
Another view. Almost there. Let's see the TTT container. This shouldn't have the flags, I think.
And the border.
You mean this one?
Yeah, you have the border width on.
Good enough.
Because we have 3 by 3 and it's expanded throughout. So remove from TTT container and from the TTT row, the border width.
The border width, yeah.
And from the row as well.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, and we have it here. Let's just increase the border size a bit, maybe not that much. All right, and maybe let's turn it to white. Okay.
Great.
Not
looks like a TicTacToe. Okay, so now I believe that we should cover selections, right? So we should be able to select them with the TV remote.
Yeah, that's correct.
We should have some focus indicator. We should support going every direction, I guess.
I think so. Let's see what
for now, I would stay in a limited 2D realm. So when you are on the left column, pressing left. Oh, okay, maybe that will work out of the box, actually.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we need the focus guides, but not really, right? Because the user may want to navigate to any cell here. So not necessarily. But I would turn the text into a button, that's for sure.
Definitely.
So we'll be able to click it. Oh, didn't it import itself?
It has label property.
Yeah.
Not,
That's the problem.
I'm not sure what's the
title.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's the reason for that.
And we also have style does not exist. All right.
Wait, what?
Oh, so we need to wrap it into a...
But apparently it does.
Check your import path.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling it's not going from... No, it's going from
React Native. Interesting.
The heck?
I have no idea. Yeah, but it seems to be clickable.
Okay,
so it should be good.
Style is not declared as a prop of button.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see the UI component. Oh, and we have the EPG that you were asking about. It's here. So probably that's the answer to use it. There is an EPG component. All right. That's pretty nice. Yeah, but I'm thinking about... Yeah, there's no API docs for this. So this should be standard. Interesting why this is not here. But anyway, it seems to work. Let's see.
You can always switch to touchable
absolutely.
Or touchable native.
I think that's not a problem that much. I would just change the color because it was blue. Now it's better. And yeah, we can just ignore this one. And is it a TypeScript error? Yeah, it's TypeScript. All right, and
Voila. Problem fixed.
boom, done. Okay, so we can now try doing actually something interactive here. So we have onPress, and well, if this cell is actually occupied, then we can do nothing. So let's see if cell is not null.
Wait, can we already like navigate with the remote?
Oh yeah, yes, let's see that. And apparently we can. And as you can see, the focus state even changes. Yeah, you can't escape the focus from there, so that's also good. It doesn't jump.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
because-
decent, pretty nice.
Because this particular case is simple. You just need to compare X and Y, and that's it.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just finish the example. So we have cell equals to null, we do nothing, and otherwise we set the entity to whoever's round there is, and we have xy. So x is basically the call index. How is it called? Cell index, sorry. So it should actually be call index. Call index, and then row index, and then whoever's turn it is. So let's say we add another variable here. And
Isn't it a little bit weird order to have first column and then row?
I think it's because of the array.
That's correct.
I mean, I'm usually going with rows. For some
You
reason.
have first rows. That's correct. My bad. Naturally. Yeah, but that's the
It
order.
would still work, but I was just curious if there's.
Oh my God,
reason.
Arthur, you are such a natural talent. Not only you are coding it super fast, but you're also like hiding small mistakes so you can catch up on them. I know that this is all planned.
It would be boring, right? So we need something entertaining here as well. Okay, so we have it. We have the turn, and we have set entity. Now we need to modify the turn. So basically, when we set some entity, then we want to change the turn. So if the placed entity...
Oh my God, I love Zustand. This looks so much fun, like so easy, so intuitive.
It is
does.
easy
We
as long as you don't.
the entity from here, because we can depend on the internal state to detect whose character should be placed somewhere. And that's it, I think. We need to reset to X's, to crosses, right? They start, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, if the state turn was crossed, then we change to a not. All right, so we don't need this one. So the turn is probably just something we can display somewhere here. All right, so currently we have, we can render this actually. All right, we have current term. Let's try. Okay. Pretty good. The, the logic seems to be working fine. It's just a matter of adjusting the styling and the logic to end the game. So I think that in the button, where is it? It's here. It's TTD cell. We can do justify center and another item center and font size. And no 30. Oops, this one doesn't work.
No, set it on text, not on the cell.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we will have to
see. That's amazing. How does he do that?
Thanks. Let's do cell text.
Oh wait, I'm not sure if you can pass it into the title.
Let's see. Either way, even if there are no types for this, if it just renders the React node, that's just as valid as a string, and it is not. All right, so we can do that. Let's revert it.
I meant that we should be able to, like some sort of.
Yep. What do you have in mind?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the.
Oh, you are listening to me. God damn it!
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep.
We are.
Let me check. Button React Native. What do we have? There is color, title.
So in the
Yeah,
meantime,
button,
you check and I
button
will
is
in the
limited,
meantime.
and
Yeah,
That's-
maybe.
I'm surprised.
so we
Yeah,
have
we can always
pressable
use
or
touchable opacity and the text inside. Let's just finish the logic there. So let's do is finished. I think Zustand could return values, right? We could just have a getter here. I think.
yeah, because it's basically a storage for everything you need.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's do is finished, and when are we finished? If all the values are it's called every here are not null.
And maybe set up some timeout on that.
Or we can just do it, time after we set something.
Yeah, I mean, now it will just after the last press, it will disappear.
It will disappear. Why? We haven't cleared it yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's just a getter. So we are not doing anything, destructive here yet. So we have set entity, and we can do set is finished by checking this one. Or we can even do it differently. We don't need to use this. We can instead do is finished that is a boolean. We start with it being set to false, and as we set an entity, we just check if this is true, and then we do, we can just spread it here. We can do is finished like that. By default,
you skipped some weird F.
Thanks.
Yep.
Good. Okay, and yeah, we should do new map. That's for sure. All right, and we can just destructure this thing here and simply use it.
Yep.
So every button should be disabled if either the game is finished or the cell is not null.
Oh, like that?
I think so. Yeah, now it's not clickable, but let's see. Yeah, it works with focus navigation. So even despite it's disabled, we can still navigate through it via D-pads.
Okay, so
that's what I would.
Okay, so let's. Oh, you added the current turn. Oh my.
Yeah. Let's do something like this. Now it's even better, and we have a last turn. Game over. Good.
Nice.
Okay, so
Nice.
navigation works out of the box, at least
Can
for
we
such simple case.
Can I throw us a curveball?
Absolutely.
If we would like to implement now with the navigation on the TV remote, when we go to the left side and we press left to go on the last piece instead of just doing nothing.
Let's see the API. I think it would be reasonable to have something like this. So let's see the TV focus guide. We have destinations, array of components to register as destinations of the focus guide view. Autofocus, trap focus, prevent focus escaping from the container for the given directions. And we have an example. Okay, so we have props on press, on focus. We have dimmed view.
I'm mainly asking about that because I kind of believe that a huge part of UX on like the TV devices would be how you navigate through them with your TV remote.
Right? That's absolutely correct.
So what's destinations? That's the only prop that
I assume that destinations would be you register a component with destination.
You can visit. So let's see. And there's an article. We can even try. Yeah, it's a Medium. Okay. Let's see. So it was about the destinations. Let's see if we find something about this here.
No, let's not cheat.
Yeah,
let's not cheat. We'll go with pure documentation.
let's just try it. Okay, so we have the TV focus guide view. Let's try doing it. So you want
Maciej says a focus
Mhm.
guide is basically an empty view outside of the button that redirects to another one.
Yep. Okay, so we want something like this, most likely, right? What was the goal?
No. I think it should be around the button. So around each cell.
All right, because what was the goal for us? So that if we are on the left side of the map, then
and you press left, then it will
return from the right side.
I see, to the opposite side. Okay, I see. All right, so let's try wrapping the buttons. We can even do something like this. It's rather const.
Oh, so we are preparing already for the references.
Yeah, almost. And if the call index is 0 or the opposite way around, it's 2, or at least not 2, but let's have it here, rows length -1. Then we will want to wrap it. So we will return TV focus guide view, and inside it we will have the button. So now we should have the TV focus guide on the left and right edges of the map. And let's see. So we have destinations, and yeah, let's see what we can do with it actually. So for this, we would need to store all the references to these components in some state variable, right?
Yep.
So let's see our store. I don't know if it's the proper place to do it. Actually, we may do it in local state, right?
What is the destination here? A component ID, or what does the destination?
It's a reference, I think. It's a ref to the components. We need to get refs. And we have on focus, set destination button bottom left.
So what's the string? I mean, the bottom left, is it a constant, like an enum you can provide?
Let's see what this
arbitrary
means.
string?
Text. It's just for a description.
Okay, it's arbitrary.
Let's see, because there was I think this GIF, right? We can see here. Focus guide points to bottom left. All right, so this is how you can actually specify the possible destinations. So I think that if we are, at a cell, we should have between, basically, all the neighbors plus, the, let's say, mirrored neighbor from the other side of the map, right? So we should do something like this. Destinations, and destinations should be refs. Yeah, something like this. Refs to view, or at least to anything. And we should see if first we have something to the left, to the right, etc. So basically,
when you are rendering column 0, 0, 0, 0, you don't have access to the ref of the next one.
Yeah, we have to store them. That's for sure. So maybe let's start with storing them. So the matter is, are we using a local state variable or not? I think we can use it, and we can use a simple dictionary for this. No, not really what I wanted. So it should be
first. Let's make it work. Then we can figure out how to improve that.
Yeah.
As always.
So I would propose something like this. So not necessarily this. We have something like that. Let's say
we can like create a use effect that will trigger once we have all 9 references.
Agreed. So we will want to. So we want to finish the game, or
no? Let's focus on the navigation.
Yeah. So we will set the cell refs to map. That is mapped. Each row is mapped to create ref. Okay, that's fair enough for me. Or we can even do this, as I'm thinking about this, we can even do this from the Zustand thing.
Oh, I meant to run use effect that will. Oh no, wait. That's not as simple as I thought it would be.
Yeah, we have to. So basically, let's think about
is.
it abstractly. So first, we need to have a lookup table or anything that we will store the references to all these things in.
Yep.
And then we need to fill it. If we use useEffect, this will happen asynchronously, right? So first, Zustand will give us the new map. Let's say we generated a new one. And at the first time this passes, this will be probably empty, and then it will be set. So I think a better...
You have...
Yep.
You can use a function. You can provide a function to useState, which will be used as a
initial
factory
getter
for the state. Yeah,
that's true.
So
that's true. But then
we
would
capture the initial map.
Okay, so let's do it. I thought about moving this actually inside the TicTacToe store, but yeah, maybe it's not.
There is no
as much a good idea. Okay, so we have the useEffect. I think we can move this actually to a cell refs factory. And
just provide the factory as a first argument to useState. I mean, you don't need to use effect at all.
Well, we theoretically we need, because the map might change size, right?
At some point,
that's just for the future, so it's not necessary. And
okay, so you're first creating views, then you are displaying them. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch what you're doing.
And we need to pass them up, and the same applies here. So we need a factory that passes this here. Yeah, that's what you're thinking about, Shimon, right?
Let me go back.
Roughly.
Yeah, exactly.
So now to good to catch up. Basically, cell factory creates and injects views into the map before we even start displaying them. So we'll have access to all of the refs.
Yeah, so we just
at the creation point.
The refs for the views that we will render very soon, probably, and the size of this lookup table with the refs needs to match the size of the map. So this is like the GUI model of what we logically have on the map in the game, corresponding to the views. So we will have this cell refs, and this is an array of arrays, so we can index it just as we did before. It would be, of course, more efficient to use a dictionary and object here due to optimizations, but let's just continue with this one for now. So as we are rendering those, probably the button is the one that we actually want to get the reference to, right? Or are they using the TV focus guide views in this example? Let's see, set destination, what they pass in here. Button bottom left, and button bottom left is the ref to the button. Okay,
so we have all of the refs currently.
Yes, so I think we can pass it to the button. So its ref is cell refs, row index and column index. Yes, first rows, then columns. Yeah, of course, there's view. We need to change this one. All right, yeah, and create ref to button. Okay, now it's pretty cool. What does it complain about here?
Because we are passing a whole entire array instead of just one specific destination. Because that's an array of destinations.
Yes, it should be correct, but it complains because instance button voids. Why? It shouldn't be a problem here. Let's see. Ref button bottom left. It's React use ref.
Oh, you need to first
use ref. Might be something different than ref, because in ref you can have forwarded ref, which is a function. I guess this may be the problem.
I see. That might be the reason, because use ref, what does it return? Mutable ref object. Yeah. Okay. We have ref object, or we have a function. All right, so let's manually specify this. So we have.
In the meantime, I'm going through TV OS docs, and I see for some components there should be a prop named. Where is it? Something like next focus left and next focus right.
By components, you mean like on the button?
I'm not sure about the button,
but still, you're gonna still need a ref.
Yeah, but no TV guides then. Well,
sounds like the TV guide will be the most used component, so it would be nice to understand how it works.
Okay, it expects actually a list of the component instances themselves, at least from the typings, it seems so. So we would probably just map those to the current values of the refs, right? Okay, so now let's prefill them. We actually do. Okay, so now they should be set. And let's try it. So we can grab exactly this one. So now what are we doing? So first we need to check the left neighbor. Actually, this probably will be, we can use some lookup tables or something, but probably it will be just, if else logic for now. So we have right neighbor, we can go top or we can go bottom.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Because now you're checking only call index, or you're checking the cell most left and most right. So no need to check.
That's true. But we need.
But you also have row index, so never mind.
Yeah. So we need to take into account all four cases, right?
There's, I guess, one problem of it. What about the corners?
What about them?
You can go left, you can go top.
Yes, that's why you have.
That's not the problem. That's why we have four cases. We will just add the proper destinations.
It takes in destinations.
So what's the like? If you provide two destinations,
I would imagine that it's basically like if you're at the most top, right, and you want to go up, but you can't go up. So you provide the next destination, but it calculates that, next destination is below. So it means that from here you can go here.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. We can jump directly to the other edge, or you can go right naturally, down naturally, and left goes to the right edge in the same way.
Okay, I thought it's more like if you try to go anywhere and I cannot find a proper destination, I will fall back to the destination you provided.
Because, we are currently implementing TicTacToe, mainly because I didn't want to throw chess on Arthur. This might take a little bit more time. But I can't imagine playing chess and not being able to basically skip from left, right to the right side, right? Or maybe we would like to have a navigation that would instantly point to the place where you can there are plenty of options to modify that. So yeah, let's finish up the navigation, because I'm very curious if this will work.
Regarding the chess thing, I'm absolutely open to it, but first I want slice indexing to arrays to land in TypeScript, just as in Python. Then it would really make this a fiddle. Okay, so the left neighbor exists if we are further than than 0 at the call index, and in such case we just take the left, the natural left neighbor. So we push cell refs, first row index, then call index -1, and then current. Plus, I won't assert this is non-null for now, because I think that at the first render this could be null yet. Do you think so?
Yes, because
it could be null. So we will filter this out later. So we will basically do filter here that is non-null, and we are safe even if that's unneeded. We'll see later. And this is the natural neighbor, right? So this is the typical case. And otherwise, if there's nothing to the left, basically, then we want to go right. So opposite horizontal edge case. And we want to push from exactly the opposite. And let's see if it's actually suggested correctly. Rows length -1.
You can use at -1.
It's not rows here. It should be calls, because, or can TicTacToe be rectangular actually, non-square? I didn't see such a map yet.
No.
Yeah, so we can keep rows here in such case, because if
in theory, there's this game where you put the
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's a similar game. It's not really TicTacToe, but
it can be played. It's 3D TicTacToe. Okay, so let's keep the assumption that it's square actually, and that's it.
Let's try it out with the single.
So maybe
single
let's try
canvas.
only this one. So only one thing should work right now, but yeah, I think it should work. We have 0 warnings even.
Fingers
so that's
crossed.
good.
And
yeah, we have to restart the game basically. Okay, so let's try doing something that for now it will be temporary. Let's say that if it's finished, then we will just clear it. Oops. We can debounce it later or something.
Andrew wrote call index +2.
Oh yeah, we have to also.
And the mod 3 should work.
Mod 3?
Not the is it mod?
modulo.
But what do you want it for?
To get
to
the last.
basically end up on the second.
We can just do rows length -1.
Makes sense as well.
Yeah. But yeah, modulo will also be fine. Oh, it didn't work. We have turn cross, but nothing. Oh yeah, because the map is empty. The map is empty here. Okay.
You know why modulo is better? Because I guess then you will end up with a single branch.
Okay, we probably need something like this. And here. Okay, yeah. So now it's pretty good. Let's see. We are at the left. Okay, I see we can actually go to other fields.
Can you just click left and?
Yeah, I do,
No.
but it doesn't work. So we did something wrong. All right, let's see. We have the TV focus guide view and the button. Let's see. Take a look at the example first. They have a TV focus guide. They have the destinations, and they have the buttons. Maybe the refs are null or something like this. Let's try to take a look at this. And now we will need the Chrome DevTools. Okay, it's array0. So yeah, definitely the refs are broken. So it's our fault. All right. So
it's 0 only because now we are constantly logging all the buttons, and the first batch was having one destination.
Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Okay, there is something here.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so it seems like it's actually fine because we have an array of 3. So this represents what? No, yeah. This is probably an array of arrays. Yeah, it's correct. But the current values are null.
Wait, we have a suggestion from Maciej. You have to put a TV focus guide view outside of the button. In this case, on the left edge, it acts as another focusable that redirects somewhere.
I think we have it already.
Yeah, this is what we have.
Yeah, I will just jump for a second to grab my power cord because otherwise we won't have a stream.
Yeah, sure. So in the meanwhile, as you can all see, seemingly straightforward, simple case can become a bit more complex with navigation like that. So that's why I really wanted to also go through navigation, because I honestly feel like this is a make or break with TV applications. And I've honestly seen plenty of applications where navigation like that was broken. Maciej asked, isn't button here a child of the focus guide?
Yeah, it is. It is. Certainly, and we have it as a child.
So the idea is to put the guide on the left side. So if you try to go left, the focus will be picked up by the focus guide.
Maciej says that it shouldn't be.
That's the idea.
Okay, let's try it. So we should have just a button here, right? Or am I wrong? But here the buttons are actually the child.
You know what? I'm gonna open this documentation on my screen as well.
Let's
It's not
see.
clear
I
enough.
think that React Native tvOS also has it. So, why not both? Let's see if we can find something here. No, it's an issue. No, not really. All right. So, do you have an idea? I mean, I probably circled around and don't have an idea out of my mind yet.
I'm trying to find any like additional details on the
Mhm.
internet.
Because if we put it aside, then what's the point? I think it should wrap them actually. Yeah, these buttons are here. The destinations are container destinations. That is right button in Focus V container.
Okay, Maciej said that it should be a TV focus guide view, but not like wrapping the
Yeah,
button.
like on the left, you have 3 buttons and 2 TV guides on the left hand side and on the right hand side.
Okay,
So
let's try it. So we would basically need to render both in here. So yeah, probably like this.
As long as this is the boundary button.
Yeah, that's the boundary button. We have an if for either the left or right edge here. Okay, so let's try it. And we have the button. The button, does it have a key? Yeah, it does. It's called index. Okay. So here we should say it's left. And we have the destinations. And to the left, we actually, it's probably simpler here, right? Because if we can go to the left, so then we need to reorganize this. So probably rather something like this, destinations.filter. And those destinations here, we should say they are, for instance, left destinations. Okay. And yeah, we are handling just the left case now.
Let's check it.
Let's see. Okay, I'm here, then here. And no, it doesn't actually switch. Why? We have a TV focus guide view. Should it drop something else? Let's see if it even is rendered. Yeah, it is rendered. Yeah, both to the left and right, actually. That's a minor issue now. But
okay. I think I know, or don't. Try putting some view in it because now it's empty, right?
Yeah, I added a view. Now we have a text.
Okay.
It says left here. And we do have an object here. This is probably something we are interested in.
You can say it maybe by props or React internals.
Yeah. But what do you mean now?
You are trying to see what exactly is the component stored in the React.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if it's a React component, and it apparently is, so it's good.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah. So we do have something that we set as the destination here. So why is it still wrong? Let's see. I think it should work right now, right? Interesting. We have left. We have the focus guide view. Then there is the button. Interesting. Maybe the typings are wrong or something like this. Oh, React components. Okay, so it's fine. We should pass a React component. That's correct.
In the meanwhile, I can't find the docs.
Interesting. Are we skipping this or are we still fighting?
It's hard to say. I mean,
Yeah.
there is, just for viewers, there is a blog post from Amazon about how to use TV Focus Guide View API in Vega. It was created today. No, wait. Today? No, not 2 days ago. It's on community Amazon developer. It looks like it's a quite extensive explanation. So there are things like autofocus, there are trap focus.
Yeah, you can block the.
Yeah. So, and looks like, unfortunately, we didn't manage to implement that. I mean, it's not like we didn't manage. You always have to account for Artur basically trying to deliver that right out of the gate, without any previous preparation. As we said at the beginning, it's not scripted show. It's not really planned. So Artur had no idea he'll be implementing or trying to implement a full-blown TicTacToe. And to be honest, TicTacToe is working. I just wanted to behave like a proper UX designer and be like, you know what, we really need that. That's a most important feature right now, to be able to jump from left to right without going through the entire board.
That totally makes sense. I think we should wrap the row or something like this with this focus guide view, but yeah, I don't know.
So
more time on that.
Just before we go, can we check whether there are props like next focus right or something like that on
Let's see.
On views or on buttons?
On views.
I'm not sure on what, because I'm just going through.
Oh yes, there
article.
is actually. There actually
and it
is.
sounds like
okay.
the use case for us.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay, so maybe let's skip the focus guide view instead, and let's just do what we were originally planning to do. So yeah, that's probably it, but we need to move this block earlier. So we have the button and we have left destinations. So we can even do it probably simpler in that case. We can do button or undefined. By default, leave it undefined, in which case the behavior would be, standard, let's say default. And instead, if we are at the edge, at the left edge for now, then we are assigning something to this. And yeah, let's read that. And then
I'm getting very excited for that. If it's gonna work, it's gonna be like.
I mean, this sounds like something. Right now,
yeah, it sounds like
this. I could use in practice. I mean,
let's see.
It sounds simple, at least.
Yeah. Okay, and but we need to give just one. Cool.
So, even better.
Yeah, even better. So button or null or undefined. Okay, so let's just leave it like that, and let's do null coalescence here. And
stop pushing.
Are you sure this is the prop is declared on the button?
Yeah, I mean, it's there. Definitely the typings think such a prop exists, so why not try?
Maciej wrote, next focus is a find node handle tag, not a ref.
Oh yeah, cool. So we need to do this. It's ready. Okay, let's do it this way. But yeah, this one can be null. So this time we need to do something like this. I think number null undefined, not assignable to number or undefined, because this probably can also be null, right? Yeah, it can be null. So this is a fake state. Okay, let's try.
Is it the time for it to finally work?
Maybe, and we should go left destination. Let's see the left destination at least, if it's even there. Okay, there is something for at least part of those, but they do not want to move.
Maybe.
No, they desperately don't want to work with us. Although we are setting them. Let's see this one if this works. Yeah, there is a node ID assigned to these. And it's, as we can see, it's constant, it cross renders. So interesting why it doesn't jump.
Because next, focus, right, top, and whatever comes after that, this is Android only. At least it's marked as Android only in React Native docs. So maybe that's why.
Okay,
it doesn't
yeah,
work,
maybe,
because
maybe. So the proper way would be to use the TV focus guide. Okay.
Probably,
okay.
but
Yeah, I remember this component from some time ago. It's tricky.
Okay, but I'm kind of happy that I managed to come up with a case that you didn't just fly through, and I still think that this was a useful exercise. So and I really think that it would be a nice place for us also to finish today's stream. So let me quickly first go to the speakers only. So here we are. And yeah, Vega OS, as you saw, it's quite simple to start out. It's quite simple to set up, to install. If you know React Native, you can just sit down and create an app. And imagine how satisfying would it be to turn on the TV and be like, this is my app. I created it. This is fully mine. Let's play TicTacToe. I wrote it. It's on my TV. It's a nice, creative, fun thing to do. And as always, it opens up the mind for new challenges, for new problems. So if you enjoyed what we did here, then be sure to hit us up on our Twitters and X's to brag about you actually doing that. Maybe you would like to push the TicTacToe further. Maybe you would like to implement a whole chess. Why not? Shock us, surprise us, make chess.
with AI, of course.
Why not?
AI
right.
powering the second player.
Okay. But I just wanted to add that as well. Arthur was all handcrafted. We are not using
I
any.
accepted about 2 suggestions or so, but yeah.
I mean that's a speed up, not a
Yeah.
So it's still a craft code. So it's amazing. And yeah, guys, would you like to share anything at the end?
Well, maybe one feature we didn't browse and that actually interests me here is that you also can create from a template a turbo module. So basically, they allow you to bootstrap a turbo module that you write in C++, from what I see here. And this way you can integrate anything you wish from the native side, just as you normally do, but the native language for Vega is C++ here. So this is pretty cool, because if you would need something that's pretty, extensive in terms of performance, then it's probably something you would like to use.
Okay. So, dear listeners or viewers, I'm not sure how what's your preferred way, but if you enjoyed the stream, if you enjoyed how Arthur fastly, like lightning, goes around the keyboard, then let us know, because maybe our next stream, maybe not this stream, but maybe we will plan a stream in which we will create a turbo module for Vega OS, or we'll create something entirely amazingly complicated. As you saw, Arthur is very capable. Next time I will give him a heads up about what are we planning, so he'll prepare, so there will be no surprises. Everything will be a smooth sailing next time. So yeah, guys, Szymon, Arthur, thank you so much for joining me today. This was an amazing stream. I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, if I'll find some time, I might play around with Vega OS as well, and create some apps, because it sounds like a nice exercise. And thank you a lot to Maciej, to Dominique, to Andrew, and Ryan. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you all for commenting. Maciej, like especially because you were debugging with us and you helped a lot. So thanks for that. And yeah,
I wonder who will join you next week.
that's
Because-
a small secret.
Because usual staff is going abroad to USA to attend React.
We'll be watching your profile.
Because possibly there will be, cross-continental stream, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's hence the accent, right?
so I need to take best clothes there, to look great.
You have only best clothes, so don't worry about that.
I would love to have only good clothes, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
But the fun thing, I'm preparing for for my journey. I have an order to be picked up with, I guess,
You bought?
6 t-shirts, at
Oh,
least 3 pairs.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
I'm being prepared, like 100% prepared.
I thought that you bought the Nintendo.
No. Because I realized I should be I should try to sleep on the plane at least for some.
Yeah. How many hours is that going to be?
Like
14, I
in
think,
total it's like 15.
14, 15
Because-
hours. God
Because
damn.
it's like 2 hours to Amsterdam, then 2 hours just waiting for the next plane, and then it's 10 hours.
Okay, listen, my chair is quite comfortable. I wouldn't be able to sit even 10 hours in that.
Oh, the good thing is that we got those.
Oh, those, yeah.
Funny things,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's pretty handy.
On my last flight, I forgot to take it. I was so mad at myself.
Like something like this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they are comfortable, but we will see how it goes.
Let
It's
me
still better
know.
than nothing.
Let me know if they're gonna be comfortable. Okay, but
But be aware not to take your laptop out, because otherwise you won't be using it, right? You will be sitting on the laptop instead.
We will see how it goes. We will see.
okay. So once again, thank you all for participating. Szymon, Artur, thank you so much. To all the listeners, here are the ads that you can find these amazing guys on X's. So go give them a follow, because they are great. They share amazing content, and as you saw, they're very smart, much smarter than I am. So today I was just a silly sausage to help them coordinate their talents.
Silly sausage.
But with all that said, so I guess see you next time. See you in a week. See you next week. And
We will
with that, we're gonna wait. Let me here, and we'll be slowly disappearing from the stage one by one. Bye bye.